Hey guys, Carlos here from Soleira, and I'm here with Antonio from the Soleira installation team. Really good, man. It's a beautiful day.
It is.
So just wanted to ask you a few questions, man, because we get a lot of questions from customers and they want to know about the actual installation process. So I thought, let's get you on camera. Let's hear it directly from the installer himself. So if you start off with the basic process of what the installation day looks like.
Done. So basically the first step is obviously we go through the set of plans, the layout that you guys provide. Obviously, your experience and who you got dealing with your company, the best array of locations, north, south, east, west. We go through that. When we get to the job, obviously let the customer know that we're there. First things foremost is our safety. As soon as before we do any works on the job site, make sure that you have your edge protection up. There's no point doing a installation or any work, to be honest, if it's not safe.
Is that the you can't see it here, but it's
edge protection is where there's a live edge. In this case, you don't need it because you've got that flat roof there, and we're not doing any work within 2 meters. But you can see on the other side where we go up and down, or must always edge protection, as well as harness. The boys like to use as well to have the extra safety. And we jump up on the roof, measure, have the best fit, which you guys provide us. If there's any alterations, we liaise with each other, let the customer know, make sure everyone's happy. Then start working. Working away.
And in terms of, because I usually get the question from either our reps on the road or directly from the customers themselves. What's the difference between a tin roof and a tile roof installation? Is there additional holes that are put into the roof? What happens there?
So with tile is generally you're generally safe across the board. You slide your tiles back. You have your tile hook feet that we fix into the trusses, which is no worries. The difficult thing with tin is when you get your roof installed. Obviously they've got their own guidelines where their battens fall across. Now sometimes, especially old houses, back in sort of those days when they were built, they're not sort of up to sort of regs and the right fixing points. So with that in mind, the only difficult thing with tin is you might have to put your own clamp battens in for to mount your feet, because you have to get within certain clamping zones as opposed to manufacturers.
Extra screw lines.
Correct. Extra screw lines. Because with you always go by your panel manufacturer specifications. You have certain different size panels and whatnot. You have your own clamping zones. So if they're too high up or they're too close, if they're too close, then you're not going to get the correct fixing points.
Gotcha.
That's the main reason.
And how is the customer's roof protected from things like leaking?
So we have, when you go through the roof, you have penetrations, you have deck tides, make sure that they're always sealed. Once you do that, go through the roof, deck tide, silicone, you can get that vinyl stuff, you can get all sorts of different products that you use to ensure.
And just for the listeners, because I know someone's probably watching saying, deck what? What is a
deck
tide?
So with DC, it has to be mechanically protected. So in your hole to the inverter, from the inverter, to the array, it has to be in conduit. So when you go through the roof, that penetration, it's in conduit. It's sort of a flexible one, corrugated, and over that you slide a deck pipe that goes over, which pretty much seals any leakage.
Oh wow, okay, amazing. And in terms of the inverter, so this is the box that actually gets fixed to the wall.
Correct.
Is there a good place to put it around the house? Like what's the...
Correct, we get this question asked a lot. The best place to put it is you don't put it north facing where it's in direct sunlight. Best place, just because it overheats the inverter over time. It can cause all sort of dysfunctions in the inverter itself. Always try and put it where you think it's going to have the least sun. Always avoid it on north facing. Make sure that there's eaves if possible. Put it under there so it even prevents it from rain. Worst case scenario, obviously guided by the manufacturer's specification. You can always get a shield and you can put it over for extra protection.
And are they waterproof? Like if rain does?
Yes, they are. They are waterproof. Yeah.
What about inside a garage?
Inside a garage is fine. Just make sure that obviously you don't stack anything around it. It needs the correct, again, the manufacturer specifications, the right ventilation.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
Awesome. Garage is always a safe spot.
Yeah.
A lot of people like to do that. It's away from everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes it's just, they've got a lot going on in there and they prefer it outside.
Yeah, awesome, man. Anything else that you think that, someone that's looking to go solar, or maybe there's a rep sitting with a homeowner right now and they're about to make the final decision. Is there anything that you would say that they should watch out for when dealing with other installation installers or installation companies?
Yeah. So in my experience in the past and going to working with retailers and even jobs that we get called out to, we've seen a few installations that have done in the past.
Yeah.
Obviously not by us. You need to make sure that who you're dealing with is CEC-accredited for all installations. That's a must, especially with DC cables. They're not protected. They don't have RCD protection like your normal light and power in the house. So must, please, that's a big one. Make sure that you're dealing with someone that's been around for a while, has the experience, a company like Soleira themselves, and make sure the CEC accredited.
Awesome, man. Well, look, we'll let you get back on the roof with the guys, but thank you so much, man. Do amazing work.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
Mate.
See ya.
Thanks, guys.